runway and I'll get our takeoff clearance. Fiume Tower, orbit 221, ready to go, holding short 16 right.
Orbit 221, cleared for takeoff. Maintain runway heading, climb and maintain 4,000.
Cleared for takeoff, orbit 221. Okay, we're cleared for takeoff. Turn on the landing lights and then turn left onto the runway and let's head to Naples. After takeoff, maintain runway heading, climb to maintain 4,000. Let's run through the after takeoff checklist. Landing gear, up. Up to 6,000, direct Pratica to Mare, orbit 221. Flaps, set to 0. Alright, Captain, climb to 6,000 and fly direct to the Pratica to Mare NDB. After takeoff checklist complete. To the left, there's Rome.
Orbit 221, contact Rome Center on 124.8.
Orbit 221, switching to Rome Center, thanks. Rome Center, orbit 221 with you, climbing to 6,000.
Orbit 221, climb and maintain 1,000.
Up to 1,000, orbit 221. Okay, we're clear to climb to 11,000 feet. Over the Pratica to Mare NDB. Turn to a heading of 092 degrees and fly to the Frosinone VOR. seatbelt sign off. Level off at 11,000 feet and set cruise thrust. Don't exceed 340 knots.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign, indicating that it is safe to move about the cabin. For your own safety though, we request that you keep your seatbelt fastened when you're in your seat during this short flight. We'll start our in-flight beverage service shortly.
Landmark 63, contact Rome Centre on 128.8. Landmark 63, switching. Thanks.
VOR. Turn to a heading of 123 degrees and fly to the Teano VOR.
Rome Center, World Travel 1.
World Travel 116, Rome Centre, good on.
Up to 1000 now, World Travel 116.
Rome Centre, Blue Yonder, any chance with Blue Yonder 562, stand by. Blue Yonder 562, proceed direct to Reggio Calabria. Direct to Reggio, thanks. Blue Yonder 562. Emerald Air 329,
Descending to 10,000. Emerald Air 329.
Emerald Air 329,
124.35 for Emerald Air 329. We'll see you.
We're approaching the Teano VOR. Crossing the VOR, turn to a heading of 10...
Orbit 221, contact Naples.
Orbit 221, switching to approach, thanks. Naples approach, Orbit 221 with you.
Orbit 221 Naples approach. Expect radar vectors for the visual approach, runway 24. Naples altimeter 29992.
Looks like we're gonna get the visual approach. That'll make things easy for us. Approach, landmark 6.
Landmark 68.
Cleared for the...
Landmark 618. Contact the...
Over to tower now, landmark 618.
Orbit 221. Descend and maintain 7,000.
Down to 7,000, orbit 221. You catch that, Captain? Descend to 7,000 feet. Now that we're descending below 10,000 feet, turn the landing lights and the seatbelt sign on and reduce your speed to 250 knots. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now commencing our descent into Naples. We hope you've enjoyed this short flight. Hope you'll join us again. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. In preparation for landing, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in the upright and fully locked position. We'll be making a final pass through the cabin to pick up any service items, and we'll be on the ground shortly.
Orbit 221. Turn right heading 210. Reduce speed to 180 knots.
Right to 210, slowing to 180, orbit 221. Start a right turn now to a heading of 210 degrees. Reduce thrust to bring our speed back to 180 knots. Set flaps 1.
Turn right heading 240. Descend and maintain 3,000. Report the runway in sight.
Right to 240, down to 3,000, orbit 221. We're almost there, Captain. Turn right to 240 degrees and descend to 3,000 feet. 221.
Orbit 221 cleared for the visual approach, runway 24.
Cleared for the visual, orbit 221. That's the airport about 8 miles ahead, just northeast of the city. Continue descending to the runway and maintain 180 knots. The airport is about 300 feet above sea level.
Orbit 221, contact Naples Tower now on 118.5.
Orbit 221, roger. Naples Tower, orbit 221 on the visual approach for runway 24.
Orbit 221, Naples Tower, wind calm, runway 24, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, orbit 221. Okay, we're cleared to land. Lower the landing gear, slowly add full flaps, and reduce your speed to 140 knots for the approach. Let's run through the before landing checklist. Landing gear, down. Flaps, set to full. Landing checklist complete.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Orbit 221, welcome to Naples. Continue rollout, turn left, taxiway Bravo.
Ground on point 9er, orbit 221.